Hello and welcome to this video, which is about two-speed execution, a way of combining the power of strategy mapping with the power of an OKR system for superior results. My name is Cam Scully and I will be your host in this video. Before going any further, I should point out that it's important that you have at least a working knowledge of both strategy mapping and OKRs. This video is about combining these two tools so the fundamentals won't be covered. If you want to know more about either of these tools, there are many videos available, including videos on this YouTube channel. Two-speed execution, or 2SE as it's called by Paul Niven, who created the term and is one of the gurus around OKRs. 2SE first means having a strategy map at the executive level. This will constitute the centerpiece for the senior management team in terms of objectives. Each objective in the strategy map will also have metrics that will inform senior management whether and to what degree each objective is being accomplished. The strategy map and the metrics associated will represent an annual statement of strategic objectives. The second part of 2SE is the set of team-level OKRs which will be created from the strategy map. These OKRs are customized to the team's operating environment, and that's what makes them so powerful. They are not relying solely on top-level strategic objectives as their main guide. Team OKRs guide the teams as to how they can specifically contribute to overall organizational success given their specific competitive landscape. And note that OKRs, unlike the strategy map, has a quarterly cadence. And that really is the essence of this 2SE or two-speed execution. Senior leaders benefit from longer-term monitoring of execution via the strategy map, while everyone below is able to express their link to success by pinpointing the most important objective and key results for the next 90 days. Okay, now that is a lot of words, so allow me to illustrate this process using a diagram. 2SE starts with an OKR-friendly strategy map. Now, an OKR-friendly strategy map is a little different than a traditional strategy map in that it's an abbreviated version. I'm going to explain the differences shortly between the two types of maps, so stay with me as I walk you through the entire 2SE structure. A critical component of a good strategy map is the set of relevant metrics that are derived from it. This is the way that senior management is going to monitor execution of the strategy. And just a reminder that the entire strategy mapping exercise is conducted on an annual basis. And with our strategy map in place, we can now begin to develop team OKRs, which are all monitored on a quarterly basis. And this is the dual cadence, annual for senior management and quarterly for teams, that is the power behind 2SE. Now let's have a closer look at the strategy map completed for the executive level. It is critical that strategic objectives be connected to and aligned with each of the following: the vision, the mission, the purpose of the organization, and what the ideal outcomes are envisioned to be. In many opinions, mine included, there is no better way to achieve this connection and alignment than through the strategy mapping process. A strategy map is essentially a concise illustration of what we must do well if we want to realize these four things. This is what makes a strategy map the best tool available. So here's a quick look at a traditional strategy map, and we will not be walking through it. Rather, it's here so that you can see how busy a traditional strategy map is. There can be anywhere from 20 to 25 objectives on a traditional strategy map. And that number of objectives is great at the executive level, but it can detract from focus when it comes to an OKR system, so that we want to link and align with lower levels. So what we need to do is produce what we call a streamlined strategy map. A streamlined strategy map is one that fully captures the essence and spirit of what each map perspective represents, but cuts back dramatically on the number of objectives in the map. So how do we create a streamlined strategy map? Because there are fewer objectives, each one must be more general and comprehensive in nature. Really, what we need to do is capture the essence of each perspective in the map, but do so in one or two objectives. There are two straightforward methods to streamlining a strategy map. The first is by starting with a traditional strategy map and creating an OKR strategy map from it. There is still a ton of value for senior management to start or continue an annual strategy mapping exercise. The insights and metrics that can be derived are well worth the investment. And the second method of streamlining a strategy map is just to create a streamlined strategy map from the outset. Here is a look at what a streamlined strategy map might look like. Note that there are only one or maximum two objectives in each perspective. Please look for my other videos on strategy mapping for OKRs that is going to break all this down and provide examples for you. To start the recap process for this video, let's revisit the 2SE structure we walked through earlier. We will first create 4 to 6 strategic objectives in our OKR-friendly strategy map, and a reminder, these objectives should represent an annual time horizon. Then, from that strategy map, teams can create their customized set of OKRs, and the team-level OKR process has a quarterly cadence. The blend of an annual and a quarterly cadence is at the heart of 2SE and is what makes it so powerful. Okay, so as a quick recap, remember that OKRs should start with a strategy map, which is not the same as a traditional strategy map. There are two main ways to create an OKR-friendly strategy map. The first is an adaptation from a traditional map that can be used by senior management for superior results, and the second is to create a strategy map that was streamlined from the outset. I hope you have found this video to be useful and informative. If you would like to discuss, please don't hesitate to get in touch. Please look for my other OKR videos on this channel, and keep in mind that online services are available. Thank you for watching.